Hi, everybody. I am here today with my friend Emma, and she is going to tell you about her job. So, Emma, what do you do?
Hi, so I am a brand ambassador at Hubbard Radio. So that's WRMF 97.9, Sunny 107.9, and a bunch of other radio stations. And basically, what I do at my job is, well, I kind of like two parts to it. So basically, what I usually do through the week, I am basically the receptionist at the station. So I'm the first face that any guests see when they walk in, and I'm basically in charge of giving away prizes to the people that have won either through our app or through the station through the contests that we have. And then when I'm not doing that, I'll be answering phones, I'll be sending emails to my supervisors, I will be just helping them out in any way I can. So basically, I'm like in touch with everyone in promotions. So and yeah, basically what I do when I'm not working at the desk, which is the fun part, is when I get to go to events, I get to set up the radio station tent, we set up music, we set up games, and then we'll do giveaways and stuff like that. So you'll find us at like concerts, grand openings for stores or restaurants. And yeah, I hope
That
that's
sounds
good enough
awesome.
explanation.
That sounds awesome. So, describe your work environment. So, you said you're the first face, right?
Yeah, so basically, like, it's just a nice, clean, fancy, I guess you could say, like, office. We're like all on the fifth floor of an office building. So, like, if you first walk in, there's me at the desk, there's the TV, there's some chairs to sit in. And then yeah, like if let's say you were to go on a tour at the station, you would like walk through some glass doors, and then there'd be a whole entire like station row. So you see basically seven stations all like in a row in the office. And yeah, and it's like a fun place too in a way, because like I'm consistently listening to music or hearing one of the talk show hosts, they're talking about something. So it's a nice environment, pretty chill.
Cool. So, what did you do before this job? And have you ever traveled for work?
Oh, I have traveled a lot for work. So before this, I was the assistant audio engineer for Sesame Street Live. So basically, what that means is me and my supervisor, we set up the speakers, we set up the microphones, we are in charge of playing the music and in charge of controlling the microphones from a soundboard. And it was a lot of hard work, but it was really, really fun. There was a lot of talented dancers and singers in the show. And oh my gosh, we were probably in a different city every 3 days on average. Yeah, I think I could say I've almost been to 40 states because of touring and traveling
That,
with the show.
that is so cool. So, when you were in school, what kinds of subjects did you like to study?
When I was in school, okay, so probably I think the ones I like the most is probably English, because I like to write a lot, and definitely chorus for sure, because I feel like that's where I got a lot of my roots for like wanting to be involved with entertainment and music and stuff like that. It's like, yeah.
Cool. Did you have to go to school after high school?
Well, I didn't necessarily have to be doing what I am doing now for work, but I did go to school for commercial music at Florida State University. So basically, it's more like the production side of making music. And I also had to like be in singing groups and stuff, and had voice lessons. And yeah. And then
What
also like had to like take music history courses, music theory, all that good stuff.
Cool. What do you enjoy most about your work?
Probably just like by the fact music is just everywhere, like always, essentially, and just meeting new people and building relationships with our listeners, and basically, yeah, just having fun at the events that we do.
And how did you get to where you are? Do you feel like your path was typical or not typical?
Well, it's funny because when I was probably in like from preschool to middle school, I wanted to be a doctor. That definitely took a different turn. And then in middle school, I remember wanting to be an archaeologist because I watched the show Bones a lot with my mom, and that's basically what it's about. It's like a crime show, and they basically like, like look at stuff from history or from a crime scene using like remains of whatever it was. And also watching Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants too, because Blake Lively's character like went to Turkey to do like an archaeology like summer term thing. So it just really interested me a lot. But then as I got older, being in like I danced all the way through from being 4 years old to being 12. So basically by 7th grade, I was like then I stopped dancing. I was just in chorus all throughout the rest of middle school and high school. And yeah, basically just from going to like concerts and seeing shows and musicals a lot, I just really loved like everything behind what was needed to put on a show. And I just really got interested in songwriting and producing music and wanting to be behind the soundboard and stuff like that. So I mean, it was typical, but also not typical, like from like when I was younger, because like music does run in the family. Like I have family members that used to be in bands like as like side gigs when they were younger. And my dad was in choir when he was in middle school. My mom played violin from age of like 6 to 12 or 13. So, but definitely to like the point I'm at now from like past jobs, definitely, yeah, it's very much different from how I started right after I graduated college, for sure.
I love that though. And do you have any advice for the kids watching this video about when they're picking a future career?
Okay, just do what you want. If you have a dream job, like don't think it's just a dream job. Like you could actually make it happen. Like by the fact I can say I was friends with like Cookie Monster and Elmo and like we traveled the country together, that would not have ever crossed my mind when I was younger. And like my basically when I was like in high school, my biggest dream was to go on my favorite music festival, Vans Warped Tour. And somehow I managed to do the last full run of the entire summer tour. So trust me, dreams can become a reality for sure. And just never be afraid to like talk to people that you meet or talk to people that you work with that are older than you and have more experience. And just, yeah, networking is just really important for sure.
That's awesome advice. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me today, Emma.
Of course. Bye, guys.